Right. So I'm gonna cover the Cin, the Cin dot get, the Cin, the get line, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So that's the stuff that we're gonna cover. So I'm just gonna create a program here. So I'm just gonna say string full name, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now then I can have another variable type which take a character there. Remember I told you about the character that with the character it store it use what is use the single quote. Then with the string it use what is use the double quote. Remember
Yes.
that?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So now I'm gonna say middle initial um then I'm gonna say age, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now we're gonna do what? Here we're gonna ask the user to enter the age using Cin, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So now we're just gonna say C out uh, enter your age, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, just gonna say Cin enter your age. Mm, then after that, I'm just gonna okay
Mm-hmm.
see out enter your age. Then I'm gonna see in the age,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
So you have to know that the Cin stops reading stop reading at white space or
Okay.
new line. So what I mean when I'm saying at white space, if you can check when you run your program, ne, after you can enter in a age there. So after entering in age, you can see after that there's gonna be a space after that age that we have entered. So that white space, that space we call it the white space. So it
Oh,
means
okay.
it means when you're using the Cin and the compiler there, it don't read the white space. It don't read that other space that you did not enter anything there. You get me? So
Yeah.
it means even if you let's say even if you enter so many stuff on one line, but the Cin is just gonna make sure it's gonna read it's gonna read there. So once it's get to the white space, it's gonna stop from reading. You get me?
Okay. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's just gonna read whatever the user entered there. Then after that, once there is a white space, it's gonna stop. You get me?
Okay.
Yeah. So it's okay. Let's run this code. I'm gonna show you something. Um,
Didn't you forget something there?
where?
Count out. I don't know. See out. Sorry. See out. There you
Here.
didn't put the end. Yeah, I was not supposed to put the end. Or it's
Uh,
fine like that.
yeah, it's fine. Remember, I told you that with the end line,
Yeah.
it is not compulsory to put it. It's just depending on how you put your code. So now, if you want to just enter the age on the same line where you say enter age, you want to enter it on this same line, then no need for us to put the end line. So, but if you want to put it below this, the text that say enter age, then you can put it. So it's always
Oh,
depend
okay.
on how you wanna format your output. You get me?
Okay.
Yeah. So you see now, if I don't put
Mhm.
the end line, it means the age that the user gonna enter is just gonna enter on the same line as the text that say
Oh,
enter your age. You get me?
okay.
So it is not compulsory to put it. So now I'm gonna enter the age. You see, I entered the age, right?
Yes.
So now if I do something like this, something like this, something like this, okay, let me show up with this. After the user has entered the age, I'm just gonna see out that age, right? See
Mm-hmm.
out age, right? I'm just gonna see out the age that entered by the user, right? So I
Yeah.
want you to see um what the age is gonna display after entering. So that's why I'm saying it's gonna read, then once it finds the white space, it stop. So now I'm gonna enter 34, 30, 56, this, right?
Mm.
So if I press enter, we're expecting the C out statement only to show 34, because after
Okay.
34, once the compiler it read the white space and on our code you use C in, then it's gonna stop from running. So it means the age that will only be displayed is what is 34. You see,
34. Okay.
you see.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the C in, it doesn't read the white space. So immediately after you enter 34, then once it see that white space, then it's gonna stop from running. So
Okay.
it doesn't read the white space. You see.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. So let me remove this. So now I want to add another. So now I want to ask the user to enter. Okay. So now I want to ask the user to enter the full name using the get
Okay.
line,
All
right?
right.
Yeah. So now I want to the user now we wanna be using what? Using get line to read full name with spaces, right? We can say spaces or always white space. So now we're gonna do what? We're gonna use the get line to read the full name with spaces. So
Okay.
when what I mean when I say with spaces. So if we can check the full name that you're gonna enter, ne,
Mm.
it can be remember when you enter your full name, you make sure that you'll be leaving a space in between. Like maybe
Yes.
you enter your name and say name same time there, but
Yeah.
leaving a space in
Space in
between.
between. Yeah.
Yeah. So leaving that space in between, the get line will be able to do what? To read everything that entered by the user there. You get me?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So now I'm gonna use that get line. So now I'm gonna say C out um enter
Your
your
phone.
full name, right?
Mm.
Um okay, let me not end the line. I just want the user
Yeah.
to enter on the same line.
Okay.
So also I want you to you're gonna see that it is not compulsory to use the end line. So always it's just gonna depend on what you are using,
Okay.
on how you wanna format your output. You get me? So
Mm.
now I'm gonna use the get line, right? So with the get line, I'm gonna put the C in here,
Okay.
then I'm gonna put the full name, right? So the syntax of the get line, right? So always it has to be what? When you open the get line here, you have to make sure that the first parameter there is what you put the C in, all right?
Okay.
Yeah. After that, you have to put what? The name of what? The name of the variable name, right?
Mm.
And this one is always you always use them with the string. You can use it with the you can use it with an integer. You get me?
Yes.
Yeah. Then I'm gonna say full name. Mm, from there, I terminate, right?
Okay.
So here I can write the command, say it reads the entire line, including including spaces, right? You're gonna
Mm.
see. So now, if we run the program, we are expecting it to do that, right?
Mm.
But if we run the program now, there is some of the problems that we're gonna experience when we are running the program. You get me?
Okay.
Yeah. So let's build the program, then you're gonna see. Okay. Uh, so I'm just gonna put my age there. You see what's happening?
Mm.
After using the C in, then when we are trying to use the get line, we are experiencing a problem now. You see
Mm.
now, I did not enter anything, but the program is done with the execution.
Yeah. Mm.
So it means we have a problem here. You see?
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna cancel that. So now we need to add up something here um to make sure that it's gonna allow us to enter the full
The
name,
full name.
right? So there is the thing that you must know, especially when you want to use the C in and also the get line at the same time, right?
Okay.
So okay, I'm gonna put the command here. So you must know that, okay, you must know that C in, right? C in, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You must know that C in is what this one that it reads input up to the first white space. We know it for the first white space. I did explain it to you. Then
Yeah.
also then it do what? It then leaves leaves the new line, right?
Okay.
Leaves the new line. So when you are talking about when you are representing the new line, you just put this here. So this is the new line here. So once you put the new line like this, then you are
Mm.
telling the compiler when the program runs to go to the new line there. So
Okay.
now we say the C in read input up to the first white space. Then after that we say and then leaves new line in the in the input buffer. You see. So what do we mean here? It's like now after the user have entered an age, right? So
Mm.
the CIN gonna read that age, right? Then it's gonna stop when it see the first white space is there, right?
Yes.
So that's how we say it read up to the first white space. Then after that, after stopping there, it deletes the new line in the input buffer. You see, and
Mm-hmm.
that new line that it leaves is the one that affecting us not to to be able to enter the full name, right?
Yeah.
So um now I'm gonna also insert I'm gonna also write this another notes for you to show you why the get line also uh doesn't allow us to enter anything there, especially after the read of the what after using the CE, right?
Okay.
So now I'm gonna say get line, right? So with the get line, we say it reads until it sees a new line, right?
Mm.
So it means with the get line, like it read the whole line. So it read until it see a new line, meaning it make sure that it reading all the lines there. You see,
Okay.
yeah. So they say, so if if you call it right after C in, right? So if
Mm.
you use this get line right after C in, then it do what? It sees the leftover, which is so the leftover that I'm talking about. Remember the C in, it
Mm.
is the it leaves what? It leaves the new line in the buffer, right?
Yes.
So when the C in leaves the new lines, then when you use the get line, then the get line is gonna see that new line that left
Left.
by the C in.
Just
You
the
get me?
in there.
Yeah. Then after that is gonna do what? And is gonna so after that is gonna think is done. You see. So
Mm.
once the get line sees the leftovers, which is that the new line, then it's gonna think that is done. Remember, I told you that the get line it read until it sees the new line. You get me? So
Okay.
once it see that new line that left by the C in, then it's gonna think that is done. You get me?
Yeah.
Okay. Mm, so it's gonna result into what? Okay. So when it's thinking that is done, then it's gonna result. It will be resulting um in it reading an empty string. You see.
Okay.
So when it results in reading an empty string, that's why um after it entering the age, then it doesn't give us it doesn't allow us to do what? To enter the full name. You get me?
Mm.
Because the get line, it reads the new line. Then once it reads the new line, it thinks that is done. You
Yes.
get me? You get me? You understand it?
Mm. Yeah, I understand.
Yeah. So that's the reason there. So now we can add up Cin.get to make sure that is do what? To make sure that it removes that new line that left by the C in there. You get me?
Okay. Yes.
Yeah. So now I'm gonna edit here. So we're gonna say now using um Cin dot get to do what? To remove the new line left in the input buffer there,
Okay.
right? So now we're gonna say Cin dot get. You see, then I do what? I terminate, right?
Mm.
So we're gonna say it read the the new line, right? The new line, this one, right?
Mm.
Then the new line character after age and discard it. You see.
Okay.
Yeah, so it means after that it remove it. You see. So
Mm,
that's why we need it there. You get me?
okay. Mm,
So now if we run our code again, I think we can be able to do what? To enter the full name. You get me? Okay. Let's run it. Mm, okay. So now I'm gonna enter the age. You see now it allowing
yeah,
us
it's
to enter
allowing us
the
to
age.
write the name.
Yeah. So now um you see you see. So now you see it's done. So now I want to show you this thing before I can even continue. So I just wanna see out the full name. Right? See out
Okay.
full name. I'm just gonna put this full name here. Then I can enter my line there. So now I want you to see the difference between the get line and the C in there.
Okay.
So now I'm gonna enter that age. Then now I can enter the name.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, you see. So now you see the full name is John Tabo Johnny what. So now it means the get line it reads the
Mm,
entire line including what including the white space. So it means whatever
okay. Yeah.
it means whatever that I enter here is gonna read it until here.
Mm-hmm.
You see,
Yeah.
unlike the C in once it see the white space it do what it stops.
It stops. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the difference.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm gonna remove this. I think
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna see out everything when we are done here. So now we need to enter the middle initial. You see, that's the one that we didn't do now. You
Okay.
see, we need to enter this one because we entered the age, we entered the full name. You see,
Mm.
yeah. So and
Can I please
also
ask you?
okay,
All right. So with the Cin.get, if maybe I put it after getline, will it still read the same thing or it won't give me like it
yeah.
won't?
If you put it after get line, it
Mm.
means it won't be able to discuss that new line after the CE. You get me?
Okay. All right.
Yeah. So you have to put it before the get line so that you can discuss that new line.
No
And,
line.
rem-
Okay.
and remember the get line once it read then that new line is gonna think that is done. You see?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I understand.
Because it read until it sees what it see a new line. You
The
get me?
new line is.
Yeah. So once you
Mhm.
see that new line that left by the C in, then it's gonna think that is done. You see, then
Okay.
it's gonna resulting in reading an empty string. You get
Yeah.
me? Yeah.
Okay.
So now I'm gonna ask the user to enter the middle initially there. You see?
Mhm.
Yeah. So now I'm gonna say using cin dot get. All right, cin dot get to read. You can also use it to read a single character. You see,
Okay.
yeah, a single character. Okay. So now we're gonna use it. You use it to do what? to read up a single character there. So
Okay.
I'm gonna show you how to represent it. So now we're gonna say see out. So here I'm just gonna ask I'm gonna ask the user um enter your middle initial.
Okay.
Yeah, enter your middle initial. Uh, okay. So from there, I'm gonna say C in. Oh, we're not using C in. We're gonna say middle name, middle
Mhm.
initial is equals to C in dot uh dot get, right?
Yes.
So so now it's gonna do what? It's gonna read. It's gonna read exactly one character.
Okay.
Yeah, you see, this is a character, right?
Mm.
So it's gonna read one character there from the use from the input there.
Yes.
So so now um okay so okay let me show you this see out middle initial middle initial. So I put it here, right?
Mm.
So I'm gonna build this thing now.
Okay.
Mm, okay. Um, okay. I'm just gonna enter anything there. So now it asks you to enter the middle initial. You see now. Remember
Okay.
remember I told you that it's gonna read exactly one character.
One correct is
You see now I entered RT there, but
mm.
it
One
took
correct.
only
R.
it yeah it took only R because it want only one character. It's gonna read
Okay.
exactly one character.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's gonna read exactly one character from the keyboard there. So once the user enter more than one characters, it's not gonna take it. It's just gonna take one.
Mm.
You
Okay.
see, you see. So now
Mm.
let's say instead of okay, I'm just gonna put it again. So now instead of entering a character, if I enter the name there, you're gonna see. Okay. Whatever it is. So here now, if I enter the name, let's say I enter John,
Mm.
you see, it's not gonna show up the whole John. It's just gonna
Okay.
show only J. You see,
Okay. Yeah.
you see.
Mm.
That's the Cin.get there.
Okay.
Yeah, it read up only one character there. Okay. So now the only thing that left, we can do what? We can just output everything here. Uh, we can just output everything here. So we can just say C out, but I've been doing this output through the program showing you this.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just now gonna complete this program now. Um, okay. Now I'm just gonna complete it. Age and line. So I don't want them to be on the same line.
On the
You see now,
same.
Yeah, I'm ending the line because I don't want them to be on the same. Okay, I'm just gonna leave this end line. There, I'm gonna run it for the first time so that you can see what's happened when I don't put it there. Full name. Uh, okay. Um. Okay. I put the full name there. Yeah. After that, see out the last one, which is middle initial, right?
Mm.
Initial. Mm, okay. Um. Okay. So I did not end any line, so this thing the won't be separate. Okay. So now let's run the code. Um. So I'm just enter the age. Uh. Then initial. You see age, name. You see. So you see now they are on the same line.
On the same line, yeah, I can see.
So if if like if also you want to format it this way, let's say you want to format this way where you leave a space in between. Okay, I'm just gonna show you this. Where you leave the space in between, right? So I'm just gonna run it again. So now they no longer it's no longer gonna display that way where we don't even know what's happening there. Uh, okay. You see now age, full name.
Yeah.
You see middle initial. You see, but
Mm.
it displayed them what on the same line,
On the
right?
same line, yes.
But if you don't want them to display on the same line, it means you can end the line to each and every line here. You see.
Mm.
So always it depending on how you wanna format your code. So that's why I told you that ending the line, um, it is not compulsory. You see, it is always depend on how you wanna format your output.
Okay.
Yeah. So now you're gonna see how it's gonna be. So now it's gonna display the age, then leave a line, full name. You see, it's not gonna display them on the same line now. Uh, okay. You see now
All
age,
right.
full name, middle, initial. You see,
Mm.
it's because you use the word end the line.
And
So
line.
once it's done, it goes to the new line. Once it's done, it goes to the new line. Once it's done, it goes to the new line. Unlike um the time where we did not use it.
Okay.
Mm, okay. Um. Okay. So. Um. Okay. So far, it's up to you to
Yeah,
ask
now I
me.
understand.
Um. Do you understand like everything here?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Um. Yeah. It's like that's the stuff that I wanted to cover. You get me? Yeah. So. Mm, so you see here. Using
Mm.
the get using the get to discard to remove, right?
Yeah.
You can also use Cin dot ignore.
Okay.
Yeah, so Cin.ignore also is gonna ignore that um is gonna ignore that what do you call this thing? That new line in there. So now
Okay.
if we do uh okay. Uh, so now if we run the code, right? So we are expecting this thing to work the same way as the one as how the Cin.get
In
was working.
get. Yeah.
Yeah. So also this one is used to skip or discard the character in the buffer there. Right. So you can
Mm.
I can say here um you can use it to skip or discard characters you see in the input buffer you see. So
Mm.
now if we're gonna run the code again, uh, okay, you see now it's still allowing us to enter
Mm.
the 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 full name. So
Okay.
it
Yeah.
means
Mm.
it it means it works. You get me?
Mm.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. Mm, yeah, yeah. So, okay. Mm, okay. So far, okay. I think that's the stuff that we have to know. Um, yeah, that's the stuff that we have to know. Um,
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah, I think I need to actually practice on my side.
yeah,
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 but
yeah,
I do understand. I'll have to do it again. Yeah, on my side.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, you just have to work it out again. You see, like I try to explain everything here,
Mm.
especially about this the see in the
Yes,
get
mm.
line, the see in get, the see in ignore there. You see,
Mm.
yeah. So um yeah, that's the stuff that you have to you
Okay.
have you have to know. So we're gonna see. I think I think tomorrow we can cover what do you call this thing? We can cover the if statement.
Okay.
Uh, yeah, we can cover if statement there.
Oh,
Yeah. Also, I'm gonna check if I can give you something to do there.
yeah, please check if I do understand.
Yeah.
Mm.
So now, um, if you do something like this here,
Mm.
I think that's the one that you didn't ask. So if you try to use the Cin.ignore here instead of using the get, right?
Yeah.
So it's not gonna work for you because this one, the ignore, is only used to skip or discard the character.
Oh,
It,
okay.
you can't use it to read. You see?
Mm.
Yeah, you can use it to read. So now let's build the program this way, then see. Um, Okay. Hey, you see, it's not even working.
Yeah, I see it's giving me error.
Yeah, it's not even working. So that's
So
why
it's
you have,
best to use Cin.get
yeah,
one.
because that one is only used to skip or
Mm,
discard the character there in a input buffer there. You get me?
okay.
Yeah, the
Right.
get is the one that you can use to read up. You see,
Mm,
and also the get also you can use it still to skip or discard the character there. You see,
mm,
yeah. So it the get is doing the it is working in two ways. It's also doing the same thing as the ignore, and also we can use it also to do what to read, which the
mm,
ignore is what is it is what it is not doing.
mm.
You get me?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yes. So yeah. So far, I can say I explained everything.
Yeah, I understand. I just need
Okay.
to do it also on my side.
Yeah. We just have to go through everything.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay.